Hi everyone, today I want to show you a few techniques. We're going to work with Ficus Carica or normal edible fig tree bonsais. If you can have a look here. This is a fig tree that me and El Diablo has been frequently visiting in a mountainside since we were teenagers, and it's a very nice fig to eat. I'm going to plant this one in a training tray, and the reason for that is I want it to grow faster and bigger. And we cultivated this via a slip, a little slip that I put in, and we tried this a few times and it never worked. So what I'm going to do is I want to make it grow faster and nice and big and still keep it as a bonsai, and I'm going to then harvest some of the figs so that we can eat the figs. This is a good technique. It's also applicable on the pot plant technique. And last year, in the middle of summer, we actually went down to the mountainside, climbed into the mountains. We took some pictures of that as well, and maybe when the summer comes again, me and El Diablo will go and show you where this mother plant is situated. We often go there, and the plant actually started to die away. I don't know if it's because of pollution or anything, but then we decided let's rather take some samples of this, and we actually battled for a few years to get them to grow. But it seems we've been successful here. And this slip that we took had a little bit of, it was sticking out of the ground. It had a little bit of roots on it. The same as the Unisa fig video that we made. One of the slips had roots on and that growed easily. Like I say, you'll see it's fairly root bound. So that means it is growing very nicely. Oh, that's nice. Not too shabby. Remember, this is midwinter, so this is not so invasive as it looks like. It'll actually make the tree grow much better. And basic rule of thumb, you can cut off 2/3 of the roots, but I like to cut off a good lot. Okay, so that's what it looks like now. So here's my training tray. Now what I like to do is to put this canvas in there, shaded canvas, and put some rocks in there, some stone. And this is just so that we can make sure that when it's standing it doesn't get waterlogged, so the wind can breathe through the pot. It's always a good manner of keeping your pots dry. We've got some pre-mixed soil. It's got fertilizers and everything in there. It's a bonsai mix, and let's put him into his new home. I protected this tree, and like I said, we took it in mid-summer, and it's mid-winter now, so this also is one growing season. And I protected it. I didn't put it in the full sun at all. This year it's going to get its first bout of full sun. And then we'll see it grow. Obviously I'll give you guys a nice update on what's going on. Okay, so this one we call the mountainside fig from our childhood. Now this is done. Now we've got another fig, one of my favorites. I'm going to talk to you about these three. Now, this is a normal green fig, but it's good for jarring. This is a Vignon, very good for bonsaiing, and this is one of my favorites. It's a tiger fig or the panache fig. It's all been done by rooting or slip cutting. In this instance, the pot is flat, so I don't want the tree to get waterlogged. I put in my little piece of canvas and a few stones, and that's going to stop the tree from getting waterlogged. Let's just cut off this little piece. This was done purely from a stem cutting, and we rooted it in that way, and it's quite root bound. So I'm going to cut this the traditional manner. Just use a knife, cut half of it off and cut along the sides. It's just a quick method. This is going to be a purely bonsai. Obviously it's going to fruit too, but I think we're going to make this one into a nice small tree. We've got some of the tiger figs in big pots, and this is purely ornamental. It's going to look funny when it's got one big giant fig on there. Okay, so these roots have been trimmed. It looks much worse than it is, and it's actually very, very good for the tree. Okay, so the tiger fig's done. Now with the Vignon, I'm going to put it in a slightly bigger bowl as well. You can see this bowl has got a stand. It can breathe the air, but still I'm putting some stone in. Old lady once taught me this. It works well. Let's take this Vignon fig out. Aha. Looks like it grew through the sieve. Let's trim the roots. Always take care of your fingers. Well-established roots also. Last year midsummer up until now, which is midwinter, is the only season that this little slip has ever had to grow. And that's what it looks like. Ready to put it into its pot. It's very important when you do trim your trees, don't go into the root ball itself, because you don't want to disturb it too much. This is full dormant, so it's sleeping nicely. Okay, our Vignon tree has been done. Let's put it aside. Now for the green fig. Put some of our stone in there. Great stuff. Now this is a small slip that we planted. And it didn't have much time to grow, as I said, one season only. Loosen up the roots. Let's do this one a lot. And that's the root ball I'm speaking of. You don't want to disturb it too much. But trimming the roots that have already been exposed to the air is a good thing. massively trimmed, getting ready to put the green fig into its pot. Now this green fig was brought in by friends of ours during the Boer War. They were obviously the English, and they brought this green fig in from England. So it's fairly sentimental. We've got some of them that are big too, but we decided we're going to bonsai this one as well. Nice. I thought I'd show you guys that, and this is just a quick and easy way. Always do it the same and you'll have good results. Red Rocket out.